Okay, going right into some news now. We're going to start heavyweight division and cruiserweight. Well, we'll go cruiserweight first. He's not quite a heavyweight, David Haye. David Haye versus Enzo Maccarinelli. Going to be for a cruiserweight unification match, title unification, on March 8th. Looking really forward to that. That will be fun. I think David Haye's going to knock Maccarinelli out. I'm going to go ahead and pick that right now. Maccarinelli's good. He's got some good tools. He beat Wayne Braithwaite, but he's not going to beat David Haye, who knocked out the guy that beat Wayne Braithwaite in Jean-Marc Mormec. He knocked Mormec out in 7 rounds. Yes, styles make fights, absolutely. But I think Haye's got the style to beat Enzo Maccarinelli. Big fan of both guys. Like both guys a lot. David Haye's just a good bit better. And it'll be shown on March 8th. I don't know if the fight will be shown here. Probably not. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe that's one... I don't know. I don't know if we'll get that one at all. If there's any possibility of that. Probably have to watch that one online. Yeah, also... Adelanto Solis supposed to be fighting in the U.S. in 2008, according to his promoter, the Arena Box guy. He said he wants to bring Solis here. He's already brought Gamboa and Jan Bartholomew, who are Solis's teammates from the Cuban team that snuck over here, thankfully, and got away from Cuba. Good for them. Anyhow, Solis coming to the U.S. in 2008. Very welcome. Very welcome. Please come. Lose some weight, but please come. Okay, also, let's go down super middle to junior middle. Just news for those weight classes. Let's see. Joey Gilbert's name. Yeah, big news here. Joey Gilbert, I think we did report that he was under, he had tested positive for like methamphetamine and steroids. Just wanted to clear up that he passed a second test and a polygraph test that said he didn't do what everyone thought he did. So, while I don't really care much for Joey Gilbert as a fighter, I thought it important, since I reported, I believe I reported on the show that he had done that, come up and clarify that he has passed a polygraph test saying he didn't, or that he didn't have any knowledge of it if he did. And polygraph tests are very hard to pass. I think they're accurate. He passed a second test as well. The B sample or whatever came back negative, clean, whatever. And also, moving on, John Duddy is supposed to be on the Klitschko versus Bragimov undercard February 2nd. 23rd. February 23rd. John Duddy on the Klitschko Bragimov undercard. At least we'll have something interesting to watch. Anyhow, let's move right on. Ricardo Torres, welterweight to lightweight. This is 140-pound WBO champ, whether he deserves it or not. Ricardo Torres versus Mike Alvarado looks on for February 16th, possibly, probably on the Taylor Pavlik 2 undercard. That should be good. I don't know who wins that one. I could see that fight going either way. Mike Alvarado is like 18-0, 20-0, something like that. Prospect still. Can he beat Torres? Hopefully. Should be able to. I'm going to pick Alvarado to win. I don't know, he's had some strong hands. I could see him getting the stoppage. I'll say Alvarado TKO 9, somewhere in there. 9, 10, somewhere in there. He also fought at welterweight, so he should be bigger than Torres. Anyhow, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Bob Arum says, will be staying on pay-per-view. No Alfonso Gomez fight in 2008. This is absolutely ridiculous. Put this fight on. It's the fight everyone wanted to see. He looked better than Alfonso Gomez, in my opinion. I think he could beat him. What's the deal? And just go ahead and make that fight. You could sell that to ESPN easily. If you are half the promoter you say you are. I have to call for everyone to... I don't want to do this, but I would suggest not buying any of Chavez Jr.'s pay-per-views until he fights someone pay-per-view worthy. If they put him in against Alfonso Gomez, I can support that. But him fighting these bums, these guys he's supposed to beat, he's fighting Jose Salaya on February 9th. I don't want to order that. I don't want to pay $30 to see that shit. Plus your digital subscriber fee. It's digital cable, satellite. Why am I paying that fee? But anyhow, Chavez Jr. pay-per-view, no. Quit doing this, Aram. And now, Aram does explain himself some on why he's doing these pay-per-views. It's really... He says he's wholeheartedly against putting things on pay-per-view. Like, except big events. He said pay-per-view should be for big events. He fully admits Chavez Jr. versus No Name is not a pay-per-view worthy event. But he said that that's the only way. He claims this is the only way he can get the fight on TV and get Chavez Jr. any kind of money. I don't know. I guess probably so. But he said HBO and Showtime aren't willing to put up enough dates right now to get the fight, and ESPN isn't putting up enough money for the fight. Well, there's Telefutura. I guess maybe they're not going to put up enough money. They should for that fight. I mean, my gosh, it's Chavez Jr. This is Julio Cesar Chavez's son. They'll put up some money for the biggest boxing icon of Mexico, his son, in a fight. I think they'll do that. I don't know. I think a better promoter could get a better deal made. I think Golden Boy could get a deal made of some kind. But anyhow, that's what Aram's reasoning is for putting these pay-per-views on. He can't get them on the networks properly. So, okay, still, don't order the pay-per-view. Let's get it somewhere else. I don't know. It shouldn't be on pay-per-view. If it shouldn't be on pay-per-view, it shouldn't be on pay-per-view. I'd rather it be on pay-per-view than not shown. But, still sucks. Okay, then, Mayweather-Hatton, by the way, definitely big pay-per-view numbers that it did. Mayweather vs. Hatton in the U.S. did 850,000 buys. In the UK, in the United Kingdom, Ricky Hatton vs. Floyd Mayweather Jr. did over 1 million buys. Roughly 1.2 million buys reported. So, really big pay-per-view, over 2 million buys worldwide between the US and the UK. So really, really strong numbers. Mayweather, you need to not retire. Say it all the time, you don't need to retire. You don't need to go away for 2 years. You need to keep fighting right away. Fight Miguel Cotto. We'll leave you alone for a while then. Well, we'll say fight Paul Williams, but